Good afternoon, I'm Roy Thomas, Sutton Group Professional Realty, Seniors Real Estate Specialist. I'm here today with Mark Kenny from Southport Asset Management. Today, we're going to be talking about tax-free savings accounts. All right, Mark, so today we're going to talk about tax-free savings accounts, and I'd like you to talk about how it's mostly going to benefit. For example, a lot of my clients have sold their house. They now are coming into a lot of equity, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 in equity. They want to have that money to be able to use it, produce an income to help support them for the rest of their retirement. And I know tax-free savings accounts offer a lot of advantages. So maybe you can tell people first off a little bit about a tax-free savings account and what the main advantages of using it are.
Sure. Well, obviously, the Canadian government established tax-free savings accounts in 2009 with the whole initiative to allow people that had surplus money within their own personal wealth to put that in an account that over time, any growth, interest, or dividends that they would achieve through that account would have zero tax consequences to the individual holding the account. And there are limits that an investor can put into a tax-free savings accounts, and cumulatively, if an individual made no contributions since inception of the account, they could put $63,500 each, i.e. a husband and wife, so $127,000 into a tax-free savings account, effectively turn that into a source of income that would have no tax consequences and not affect their taxable income going forward.
All right, so they put $127,000 in. Now every year they can add more to it, is that correct?
They can. Currently you can add $6,000 for 2019. That limit has ranged.
Each.
That's each, correct. That limit has varied. It started at $5,000, went up to $10,000, was pulled back by our current government to $5,500, and is now at $6,000. So we're not quite sure where that will end up settling at the end of the day, but if it stayed at $6,000 per individual, it would be a fantastic place for people to put money.
So each year they can move an additional $12,000 into that tax-free savings account.
Correct.
Now, how do they get the money out? Can they take it anytime they want? Can they take as much as they want?
Yeah, there's no restrictions on what they can take. If you're looking at it from an income source, typically the type of investment that's held in there will determine what type of income source. But they can make any withdrawal or ad hoc withdrawal or any income payment at any time they want without penalty.
So if someone, for example, didn't need the income from that money, they had sufficient pensions, they could actually leave that money in there and just let it sit for as long as they want.
That's correct. It could start to accumulate in value until it's needed, and at some point in time down the road, if they wanted to turn that into a source of income, they could. And they could invest it in any manner they want. They could have the most conservative investment, which would be cash or a money market type of account, to the most aggressive equity strategy which could be a mutual fund or an individual stock.
So it's pretty much anything they want to hold in there they can.
Correct.
So whatever level of comfort with risks they have, they can find an investment that'll match that.
Exactly.
Excellent. Is there anything else people should know about tax-free savings accounts?
Yeah, probably one of the features that's most highly overlooked, especially for spouses, is the ability to name a successor or beneficiary to that particular account. And for people that are in later stages of life, knowing that that money will go to a named beneficiary or a successor, like a spouse, is pretty important because they maintain control. They make the decisions as to who that money goes to, not their will or probate court. So that one final piece is pretty important from an overall planning. But there's no doubt that the tax-free income generated through a properly invested portfolio and a tax-free savings account is probably the biggest advantage that an individual will have.
Excellent. Mark, if people have questions or want to talk to you about this, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
Well, we're located at 3845 Joseph Howe Drive. We're on the 4th floor. We do have a toll-free number, which is 877-446-5763, or they can reach us through our website, which is www.southportasset.com.
Excellent. And we're going to put all that information on how to get a hold of Mark down below in the notes, so just look below the video. Always contact information will be there. If you have any questions, feel free to contact Mark directly. Tell me you saw this on video and that you'd like to talk to him, and he'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to be notified of future videos when they come out. Thanks very much, and have a great day.